My name is Kayla Perrin, and I'm a novelist. I publish in romance, suspense, also some erotica, and I'm a USA Today Bestselling Author. Well, I always wanted to be a writer. I was always telling stories, and I didn't know that people got paid to write stories. As a child, you just enjoy books. But as I got a bit older, there was a contest for a novel writing contest, and the prize was, I think, $3,000. At the time, I was 13, and I thought, oh, people get paid to write books. Maybe I could do this, because that's always what I've loved. Since I was holding a pencil, I was always telling stories. But once I realized I could maybe do it as a career, I kind of started looking at submitting things, and always was writing and hoping to submit stuff to sell. And I did submit something when I was 13, and then 14, and then 18, I think I won a short story contest. Once I knew, I'm like, I'm gonna make this happen. Yeah. It's gonna happen. Oh. Okay, I guess one of the challenges on a personal level of doing this as a business is remembering that it's a business. And in that, if you get up and go to work every day, you have your set schedule. But when you don't, you can fall into procrastination. And I fall in that hole a lot. So the one good thing is, if I have a deadline coming, I'm more likely to be able to focus and frantically work. But sometimes if I don't have a deadline, I should be working on a new proposal, I can easily be swayed to, hey, let's go shopping. Or, help everyone else with their stuff. Because the other thing is, when you are doing this as a business, people don't see it as a business. So your mom calls, she wants help, people want things, and it seems to them as though you don't have a real job. You know what I mean? A financial tip for a student is to really keep track of, I'm going to just say something very specific, eating out. I find you're like, oh, this is only $7, this is only this amount, and at the end of the month you're like, why am I broke? Well, a friend of mine was always doing that, and I said, do you realize how much money you're spending when you're eating out? Like, it adds up. And it adds up a lot. So if you want to save a bit of money, I get it, eating out is convenient, but learn to cook a few things. Doesn't have to be, gourmet, but and keep track of what you're actually spending, because it could be clothes. Maybe you're like, oh, that's a great shirt, it's only $10, but by the time you've gone through the month, you're like, oh wait, I spent like $700 on sales. So just kind of keep track of what you're actually spending. Building generational wealth, to me, means leaving a legacy for your children or your family so that they don't have to struggle financially. There's no point in, it might be fun though, spending all my money and then, I die and there's nothing left for the kids. It's also about leaving an example for how to spend wisely. Like, I don't personally believe in keeping every penny you have in the bank for a rainy day. Like, you have to live life and enjoy it, but don't blow it all. So think about, things like investments. I'm not that great at, but I do have some with people who know what to do with whatever. So if you can do it, great. But if you can't find someone who can manage something, start small. Just like put a little bit away. Put a little bit away, because that adds up. It really does over time.